Should I look at the camera?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Hi, I'm Garrett Schwab. I'm a senior here at Ocean, and next year I'll be going to Indiana University.
What are you majoring in?
Majoring in finance at the Kelly School of Business.
Uh, what are some career interests for you?
I'll probably do something in the sports field. My father works in the sports field, so I really like sports, so you'll
That's
see me
great.
in there.
Do you prefer virtual or in-person learning?
Now I prefer in person, but when it was in the fall and it was kind of like split up, I went all virtual. But now everyone's back. I'm definitely a in person guy.
Nice, man. Nice. Same. I think I agree. What was the hardest part about this school year for you?
I think the hardest part was trying to have a normal senior year. You know, with just being in the stands for sports games and all the other extracurriculars were kind of altered. But yeah, that's probably the hardest part.
Did anything positive come out of this year for you?
I feel like I got closer with my friends. You know, definitely because definitely with Corona we kind of lost a year, and senior year we wanted to be rememberable, so we got real close.
All the fresh meat coming in the halls next year. What's some advice you'd give them? As they enter scary Ocean Township High School.
I would honestly say stay true to yourself. You know, don't act like you're something you're not. Always be who you are, and enjoy it because it goes real fast.
Yeah, I agree. So with the whole virtual school thing, do you think it like compromised your education, like kept it just flat, or like skyrocketed your education?
I'm not gonna lie, it probably halted my education a little bit in the sense that virtual school at home was completely different and kind of didn't learn a lot. The teachers still put out assignments, but I didn't learn a lot. But
Or
definitely
doing,
in person, you learn way more.
yeah. And do you think the whole process that we've been through the last year and a half, like the virtual on and off, has prepared us for college?
Um, in a sense, yes, but I don't know. I feel like our world's gonna go back to normal soon,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of prepared for that more. That's coronavirus is in the past for me now.
Yeah, I agree. Tell me, Garrett, what were some of the things you did during, like, when it first started back in last March? What were you doing?
So last March, a typical day would be for me to hop on virtual school at 7:25 and get done whatever time that was. Then I'd probably go work out in my basement, get a nice pump on. And then after that, enjoy a nice dinner with the fam. And then go on PS4 with the boys and try to get a little Warzone dubs.
Try.
Basically, that was my quarantine.
We did get Warzone dubs. Try. Alright. So when did you feel like the country started like opening up again? Not like what you saw, but like what you like when you felt like, oh, like maybe a tide is turning. Like give me a rough time.
I said tide is turning when honestly Florida opened up and everyone saw that their numbers, and Texas too, everyone saw that their numbers weren't really changing with no mask mandate. And I feel like 2 to 3 weeks after that, everyone was just like, yeah, these masks are, we should be done with them at this point.
Give me some sentences or a sentence to describe like what them wearing a mask was like for like a year and a half, like wherever you were outside of like your home, basically.
In the beginning, it was necessary. After having coronavirus and catching it, I was wearing a mask basically. I don't like the masks anymore. Let's just say that I don't like the masks anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's gotten old.
Yeah.
To describe like how we came out of coronavirus, like something we learned. Give me like a word. Anything. It could be depression, whatever.
Integrity.
Integrity. I love that. I think there is some integrity involved.
There was integrity involved.
I don't think there's a lot of kids that could went through this. I mean, everyone would have had to, but I think it built a integrity-full person.
Yeah.
So, did any sports or like what got canceled last year for you? Like when it first started?
So we had 2 weeks of lacrosse, like preseason kind of. Didn't even get a scrimmage in or anything. That was canceled. So my junior year lacrosse season was canceled.
Yeah.
And then this season, we had a little outbreak on our team, and first I caught COVID in the beginning of the season, preseason, so I was out for the first like week of training. And then in the middle of our season, we got shut down for 2 weeks as well. So that's the time I missed due to COVID for sports.
Yeah, I think that if we had a junior year, we would have had a way better senior year.
Oh,
Which is
100%.
kind of really shitty, but at the same point, I think at that point last year, there's nothing we could have done that season.
No,
There was no shot. Especially, I remember being in Miss Russo's class and going on my phone, it's like first case confirmed in Red Bank.
Oh,
I'm like,
I remember.
I'm like, uh-oh. I'm like, it's
Hackensack
coming.
Meridian, right?
Yeah, it's coming, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, spread around
Sure
here.
came.
Yeah. Is there anything that was like said to you in the past like year and a half, or just all throughout high school that like stuck with you, and that'll stick with you for a while or forever? Could be advice, could be anything.
I would have to say there was probably two things that were said to me that, are true and I actually take on me in life, is that like schooling, like high school and college, I'm not in college yet, but high school went so fast.
Yeah.
And everything. Before you blink, you're gonna be a senior. You're gonna be graduating. And then the other piece of advice was for Mr. Maffei. I suggest taking his class and everything. And the way to be happy in life is for you to be happy in life. And so don't get that crappy job, or don't, make sure you're happy, because your mental health and making sure you're happy is most important.
Facts. So some reflection. Where do you see yourself in like 10 years, 10, 15 years?
Ooh, 10 years.
28.
28, yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be a millionaire by that point,
Gas. You're gonna be a million.
Probably looking to settle down around 28.
Settle down.
Yeah.
Still in the 20s.
I'll settle down around that time. But other than that, probably live in Texas, or I don't want to live in New Jersey, so somewhere south probably, just for land and taxes and all that. So somewhere south, and hopefully working for some sports team or something like that, some sports company.
It'd be pretty. What was my experience of quarantine? Well, first, I feel like it's important to say none of us have ever, quarantined before. I feel like staying home, when you're sick, is, something that's normal, but quarantining is, a totally different thing. So I'll tell my experience of quarantining at, the beginning of March, and then, quarantining because, they thought, I was exposed. So at the beginning, it was pretty boring, just sitting in my room all day, or, just going on walks, by myself, all that stuff, wasn't very, I mean, it was alright, it wasn't, enjoyable. Then, the dog days came, but last summer it turned out pretty good. A lot of, home workouts and online school at home back then was pretty brutal. A lot of police station with my guys playing Black Ops Cold War. Pretty good game, but Black Ops 2 is forever the GOAT. Jack's not editing this.
Oh, well, never mind.
Jack, you're not editing.
Jack, you're not editing it. You're not editing this. My bad. I give you false cred.
Yeah.
But other than that, had a fun 4 years here, and go Spartans.
It's a wrap.